Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited you stopped by for this Live Rich Planner sort of overview unboxing video from the Budget Mom. This is my first year, 2022, using this planner and I'm so excited for it. So thought I would give you a walkthrough of the planner, and then I already have some of the weeks filled out, so we'll go over how I've been utilizing it, and then I plan to do a weekly plan with me video, and eventually they will become lives and we can all plan together. But for right now, I will just do a weekly video that will air either on Sunday evening or Monday. So if you like budgeting content, if you like planning content, I also own a reselling business, so anything about reselling, definitely hit the subscribe button. I would be so appreciative, and feel free to hit that like button as well and join my journey. So the Live Rich Planner by the Budget Mom. The Budget Mom is linked below if you have no idea what I'm talking about. This is different than the Budget by Paycheck Planner. So just beware, these are two completely different planners and kind of are utilized in different ways. The Budget by Paycheck Planner is much more detail oriented for your budget. The Live Rich Planner, how I explain it, is it's your weekly planning guide. So there is some personal finance pieces, but for the most part, it's really just planning out your life and figuring out how to live more efficiently, effectively, and thoughtfully. So let's dive into it. So the Live Rich Planner, very much like the Budget by Paycheck, has a very thick cover. I believe this is waterproof, so if you spill something on it, it's easy to wipe off, but it's beautiful. This is I think the triangle pattern. It also comes in a floral print as well, but I have the floral print for my budget planner, so I decided to go with the triangle, and I think it is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of diamonds, and you know, who doesn't love their diamonds? So let's open it up, and it has the same coils that the other planners have as well, which are so nice. So the Budget Mom, her name is Miko, or Kamiko Love. And so there's a nice little message from her here. And then it goes into who this planner belongs to. I haven't filled this out yet, but let's go ahead and write my name. This doesn't leave my apartment, but just in case. So then the first page here is a 4-year calendar. So this was last year's, just in case you have to remember when things were. Then we have 2022, 2023, and 2024. I actually got this as a Christmas gift, so I'm curious if the new Live Rich planners will not have 2021 if you order it in 2022, but my guess is that they've already been pre-printed, and that's just kind of how it will be. And then every month has a nice little quote. So for this month, it says, "The harder you work, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it." So you do get 12 stickers for the months down the side here. So you get to customize this planner completely. I've already put the January month here, but I will eventually put out February, March, and so on down the side here. And there is room for all 12 months. So you do get to customize it, and you do not have to wait for the beginning of the year to start utilizing this planner, which I absolutely love. So we'll come back to this. This is just how I'm setting up the planner, but this is a blank monthly page. So you get the goals of the month, you get to write down people to see. I'll use this as like people to call, and then monthly wins. So I guess you would write that maybe at the end or as you go through the month. You, of course, write the month up here. You have your personal focus for the month, and then work focus this month. And then you get to put down if you're a Sunday starter, if you're a Monday starter, you get to customize the entire days of the week in whatever order you choose. Same with the calendar. It's completely undated. So you get to figure out, you know, what works best for you and how you like to plan. So there's an entire monthly spread here. And at the very bottom, this month's project. So anything that you're working on. And then let's get creative, just really a note section or anything else you want to use it for. And then you get these sheets monthly. So this is your personal finance. Like I said earlier in the Budget by Paycheck workbook, this is much more in depth and you have pages for pretty much each of these sections, but here it's condensed and I kind of like it, so you get a quick snapshot of your finances at any date and time, really. So you have the month up here, your Y word, any financial goals that you have this month, any savings challenges you're working towards, any areas to cut spending. We all have them, so I really like this piece. And I wish some of these pieces would be incorporated into the Budget by Paycheck, like the savings challenges, financial goals, areas to cut spending. Obviously, there's ways to figure these out, but I like how there's a dedicated section for each of them. And then, of course, you have your monthly income where you can document everything. Your monthly expenses, if you're like me, this is not enough space to do this, but I might use it as just when things are due, like rent, electricity, if I have a Hulu subscription, Disney Plus, so on and so on. Just really my bare bones budget right here. And then the monthly overview. So total income, expenses, your budget, actual, and your difference. Because I use the Budget by Paycheck, I haven't really figured out how I'm going to utilize these pages. I do love the daily spending, and I would love if the Budget Mom would incorporate a lot of these things into the Budget by Paycheck planner, and then I would only need one planner to sort of focus on versus two bigger planners, but we'll go with it and it kind of makes it more fun. So daily spending tracker, priority debt progress for the month, and then savings goals progress down here. And then there's just little quotes and really just things to think about, right? Like, how can I improve my finances for the next month as you reflect, on this month and you close everything out. And then, of course, with the debt progress, you have the company that you want to prioritize, minimum payment, beginning balance, and interest rate. Now, this personal planning page, you get 5 of these a month. So it is something you do weekly, and I love this weekly meal prep sort of guide here. This is how I personally meal prep, is by breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So having it different categorized, I love. So of course you put the month and the week of here. And then the shopping list, which is so great too, kind of figuring out what you need to buy to make sure that you have food for the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then, of course, important reminders. This is where I might write out anything that's happening this week or maybe anything I need to prepare for. Goals, your habits or goals tracker. So maybe you have working out, drinking a gallon of water, making the bed, reading your book, anything like that would be really great to track habits and goals. And I think this is really where kind of the Live Rich Planner is like encompassing the most, this page and this page, really making sure that you're adding those efficiencies to your life, adding, different ways to get, 1% better each day. And then it of course yields so many great results over time. Housework, my initial thought when I saw this was kind of that it was a little bit like sexist, like most of the Budget Moms clientele is women, and women, that was my dishwasher going off, dishes are done, but women historically have managed the house, and so of course I understand why she put it in here, but it's just like, oh, of course, we're the ones managing the housework. In full honesty, between my boyfriend and I, we really do split most of the work. He actually cleans the bathroom way more than I couldn't even tell you the last time I cleaned it. He just cleaned it today. He cleans up the kitchen pretty much every morning. And he does a lot more cleaning than I do, but it may be just, him and I's relationship, but I thought this was interesting that she put housework in here. So, of course, you have your main goal for the week, this week's focus, this week's wins, and then the housework, like what do you want to clean? For me, it's like laundry, meal prepping. Like, I use this more for the tasks specifically versus housework. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so it's not like it's like clean the upstairs, clean the downstairs, clean the upstairs bathroom. You know, we don't have that. It's 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom, and a living room and a kitchen. So these areas, I'm really just going to use it for more organizing, getting rid of things, kind of just being more minimalist. This is what I'm kind of going to use this part for. Work to-do list. I do not incorporate any of my personal or my professional stuff into this workbook in terms of like a to-do list. I will use this for my reselling business of things that I need to do this week. And then of course my personal to-do list as well. And then of course make it work and for next week down here. So weekly view of your schedule. I am a half an hour planner, so I like to time block, and I love that she incorporated this into the Live Rich planner. So you'll see when we go back over how I've already done this in the past, you know, it's really just scheduling my life out in time blocks. I actually do this at work. I print off a form every day and I schedule myself for the next day of what I need to get done. It's so helpful and honestly can change sort of the way you live your life and making sure you're not forgetting anything, or honestly like spending hours on Instagram or Facebook scrolling through things that aren't adding value to your life. This is adding significant value. So you get 5 of these as well, along with, like I said, the meal prep and the housework stuff. So scroll through this, you get it again, and let's go to the very end of the month. And then you get a nice notes page here. Anything and everything to write down, and then of course the next month starts. So that's the Live Rich planner sort of overview. Let's go back in terms of how I utilize this. I've already planned out this actual past week in my January. If I can remember, I'll link the stickers below and some of my favorite people on Etsy who print out stickers and ship them to you. But I'm a Monday starter. It's just how my brain functions. And so I've pretty much written out everything that needs to get done this month or specific activities. It'll likely continue growing as the months goes on. Like, for example, I'm probably working from home this week. I'm still not feeling well and I don't want to go into the office. And I also have to wait for my COVID test to come back, my non-rapid one. So then we're picking up our puppy on Tuesday, hopefully. And then we have his vet appointment on Sunday. So kind of just planning things out of what needs to get done. I have to drop off some clothes on Sunday for a consignment appointment. And then of course, this is my monthly projects. Really my reselling business. Like, this is what I'm going to utilize the most out of this, is helping keep track of all of that stuff. But I'll also be using it for personal things as well. So my goal for this month is to get to 400 YouTube subscribers. So this is a great time to hit that subscribe button if you are watching this video. I would so appreciate it, and I have tons of content coming soon. People to see, I wrote call. They live in different states, so to call my grandma, my mom, and my sister. I actually spoke with my sister the other day, so we might not call her again this month. And then yeah, these are just the projects I want to work on for my business. So this is the monthly overview of how I utilize it. Remember, it looks like this originally. I find that adding stickers, just 1, makes it more aesthetically pleasing, and 2, like, makes me keep up with it, and 3, I find it very therapeutic to sort of write things out, make it look nice, and then I remember and make sure I am doing stuff effectively. So personal finance, I'm really just taking in, you know, what I can on here. Like I said, I might use this as like a bare bones budget, but since I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook, this isn't super applicable to me. But I did write my financial goals on here. It's just another reminder of where I want to see myself by the end of the month. my savings challenges. I have a couple more I want to add on here. And then areas to cut spending, eating out. It's not been going so great this month, but you know, it's only been 1 week, so we'll keep going on that. Daily spending, I haven't been tracking it so far this month, but it's something I want to add, and maybe we'll add it on to the next page here. Debt progress, I just haven't written it down yet. I kind of want to pay off these things, and then we'll go back and write a nice picture here for myself. Savings goals, I really want to save up for my MacBook. I have a MacBook, it's about 6 years old, and it's just time for a new one. It's been so slow. And then the other savings goal is for the Super Bowl. We don't have plans, but I find myself spending more around like the 4th of July, Easter, the Super Bowl. What are some other important ones? Memorial Day, Labor Day. And so I want to save up for those so my boyfriend and I can go do something. Maybe him and I just, you know, have a snack bar for ourselves at the apartment, or maybe we go to a bar. Whatever it is, I want to save up for that, so then I don't go into more debt. Personal planning, you can see all of my weekly meal prep here. I didn't have a shopping list because I was shopping from my pantry, my fridge, my freezer. We ended up eating out a few times because I made Swedish meatballs, and for some reason the meatballs didn't cook all of the way and they were raw in the middle. And then the noodles I had were like cauliflower noodles, and they were gross. So I ended up just getting us Indian food. It's like right next door. Banana bread, we didn't have eggs, so I ended up making the scones earlier, and then I just didn't eat breakfast these days. I just wasn't hungry. But I stuck pretty well to the lunches, and then dinner, we'll see how Saturday and Sunday go this week. I do need my boyfriend to make these pork chops. I forgot to take them out of the freezer, so it may be next week that we incorporate this. But I will be planning tomorrow. Today's Saturday, so Sunday I'll be planning and seeing what's left. I also have to go grocery shopping tomorrow, so we'll do that. This is my habits and health tracker. I have not been drinking enough water, that's for sure. Working out, I've been under the weather, so I've been letting my body rest. Sharing my Poshmark closet, I have done that every day this week, and we'll do Sunday tomorrow. I have not relisted any of my items on my reselling platforms. And gratitude journal, I have actually been keeping up with this. I love doing it, so we're good there. Housework, so my main goal up here is to get ready for the puppy. Really get ready for the puppy. That's the main goal. I've been cleaning pretty much all day today. I have tons of laundry to do. I didn't end up doing the laundry this week because my boyfriend started a new job. He's working from home, and our washer and dryer is so loud for someone who's working from home. So I just kind of forgot about it during the day and in the evening times. This is something I need to do, but I didn't do it on Friday, but I'll probably do it sometime today before I go grocery shopping tomorrow. This, yeah, we had to clean out our vacuum. I don't know if we're gonna have to buy a new one. It may just be a goner, or if we can fix it. So it may just be sweeping, and hopefully we can get a vacuum before we get the puppy. And then my personal to-do list. I didn't put any reselling to-do list stuff here yet. I kind of recently decided I'm gonna incorporate that into this, and then I didn't write anything down here. And then probably my favorite part of this workbook is the weekly view, sort of the plan with me. So when I'm not working from home, I typically get up around 6 and enjoy my coffee. So that's what I wrote have a little sticker there for myself, do my morning routine. And then I do work from about 7:30 to 5. So in the future, I'm gonna move these sort of longer stickers down to where I commute. So that will be that. I'm only working from home right now because I haven't been feeling well, but once I'm feeling well, I'll go back into the office, which I actually prefer. So this is just my sales role that I'm in. And then sort of different reminders. I didn't end up filming these this week because I was waiting for a specific piece of equipment to come in, and it didn't arrive until Thursday, so that's okay. But we're actually filming this right now, and it is Saturday. So I did get this posted, and yeah, I haven't really done much. I ended up picking up something, I think, on Thursday, and then here we are right now, and I've already started my to-do list for tomorrow, but I'm going to try to get all of this stuff filmed pretty much for my reselling business today. I ended up throwing on this video today, and I did this, but that's here. Not that this matters, I'm just kind of talking. And my boyfriend is actually at the movies right now, so I'm utilizing this time to film in the peace and quiet. And then, of course, tomorrow I will eventually film the Plan With Me video for this coming week, which would be, I think, the 10th through the 16th. And somehow I'll incorporate that here. And then I'm actually hosting a Poshmark party. So if you're on Poshmark, drop me a note or comment your closet below. By the time this video airs, this will be gone or done with, but I would love to sort of hear your thoughts and take a look at your closet. So that is everything, and then we'll do this personal planning stuff tomorrow and go from there. So that is the Live Rich Planner by The Budget Mom. I've so far enjoyed it. This is my first time trying it this year in the first weeks, but I absolutely love it so far. I'm also just obsessed with The Budget Mom. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, my goal is to get to like 400 subscribers this month, so please consider hitting the subscribe button below in one of the corners here. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!